Hello everyone, welcome to UI Brains, and this is Naveen. In this video, we are going to discuss about one of the interesting websites, which is a hotel booking website. Its name called Ultimate Vacations. This is one of the best website what we can discuss in the overall the website what we have discussed till now. Is having more styles and more look and feel, and the design is really looks good. Okay, so let's start. First, we'll see the design of the application, and then we'll start actually the development. Okay, so let's start here. So first of all, see here, this is the website, and here the name is Ultimate Vacations, and we have a different links here and book now a button. And here, see the complete background has occupy even the landing page and even for the nav bar. Okay, so that's the best thing here, and you're gonna get some information like for different delay, and then you have a checking. Okay, so checkout date, check-in date, and number of adults and children, and search. And we have so different activities. Okay, so this section, and then we have so make your tour memorable, and some this is um, so an image with the 6 column layout is half of, and again same story, but it's reverse, it's opposite side of image. And then we have a best place for destination, so we have different countries and places. So we have a card here, it's complete a card with image, and a little hover effect, and also to's destination we have another cards. Okay, so 3 cards for each row, and then we have a nice footer. Okay, so this is a website we are going to develop now. Okay, so let's start the developments from scratch. So first of all, I create a folder. So new folder, um, ultimate destinations, empty folder. So let me copy this. I go back to wish room, and here I write file open paste. Okay, so here I need a bootstrap folder and the images folder, and then we'll start. So for this, I'll just go directly to the my existing website. So here I need to copy the bootstrap folder, paste it. Okay, fine. So bootstrap folder is loaded, and here style.css. I don't need the style.css. It's clearly empty, and we need images for the website. So I'll copy the images folder. See, these are the images required for the website. So let me copy the images folder as it is. So I'll paste it here. So no worry, this complete website is available in the description of this video, so you can download it and you can practice. So images. So I have here Bootstrap is here. So let's start actually development. So first of all, I create new HTML index is for the home page, and let's make for responsive meta tags of HTML. And here I just have to connect the bootstrap files. So bootstrap CSS files. So here I write a link. So first I have to connect to the online font awesome link. So let me go to Google, and here I type font awesome, paste it, then another link, um, bootstrap folder slash css folder slash font awesome, and then we have to connect the bootstrap and mdb, and lastly the style.css, and make sure your style.css is empty. Okay, so we have to start from scratch. And so after this, Let's add title, that is ultimate vacations, and below this let's connect to the scripts. So Bootstrap JS files. I write a script src bootstrap folder slash js folder slash jQuery, and then next one is popper, and then is bootstrap, and then is mdb. Okay, fine. So let me start the live server. So go to terminal, live minus server space minus port 9000. Okay, so this is my page, and we are going to develop with this one. So let's start with this part. So here, so how this background is completely occupied the nav bar as well as the landing page here is, first you have to take a header. So in that you have to design a nav bar as well as this part. Okay, so both should be inside of a one header. So let's start that part now. So first of all, so here I write main header. So I write a header with a class called main header. Inside I write first navbar and then the landing page. So both the things inside of this header. Okay, so now let's start with navbar. So nav tag with a class called navbar and navbar expand sm. One extra class is required. This is actually a scrollable navbar. See, this is a extra class called scrollable navbar, that is from mdb. So scrollable navbar and navbar dark, fine, and then fix it top. I want to fix it at the top 0 position, so fix it top. Inside I write one container, an anchor tag, index.html, and give the class called navbar brand. Let's say ultimate vacations, and with some icon. Let's add an icon. I'll do one thing. Just make first of all, as of now, navbar light. I'll take. You can, it's at least you can see the data. Yeah. So here I write an icon. I tag with the class called fa minus some seedling is the icon. Okay, fine. Uh, so after this, the right side we have home, about, destination, contact, and book now. So let's finish off this. Before that, I need to have a responsive toggle button. Let's take a button with the class called navbar toggler, one span with the class called navbar um, toggler icon, and below this let's make a collapsible division with the class called collapse, and also navbar collapse. Let's make an id, something called ui navbar, and thus we have to give a connection with the button. So how to give a connection is data toggle is collapse, and data target hash navbar. Okay, inside I write a ul li. So this ul with the class called navbar nav, and this is with the class called nav item, and this anchor tag with the class called nav link, and href is just hash as of now, and let's make it as a home. You get the home icon. I want this to be a push to the right side, so you can give a ml auto, so it's pushed to the right side, and you can also give some space, that's px2 padding in x-axis. Fine, and then let's copy this, paste. So home and about, destination, contacts. So let's add home, about, destinations, contact, and lastly the one book now button. So let's do the same. In place of anchor tag, I need to have a button. So anchor tag href is just hash. Give the class call btn minus is a danger button and it's a small button. Okay, so let's add a book now. Check nonce. Fine. So it's not rounded. We'll make it. I think not small button. Let's make a normal button only. Okay, looks good. Fine. And the next thing is we need to make this part. Okay, so this part is now below this navbar landing page. So for landing page, I take a division with the class call uh, landing div, and inside I write a division with the class called uh, landing wrapper. Inside I write division. I just write some h1 tag. So welcome to ultimate vacations. That's for time being. Check it out. Yeah, I got it. So let's fix this. So first of all, the landing div, I have to give some background image and all this. So back to style sheet. And before we do all this, first I have to apply the font. So I'm using Roboto fonts. Let me quickly add the Roboto fonts. So let me go to Google, Google Fonts. Um, here. Mm, okay, you can search for Google Fonts somewhere here. Uh, Not Roboto, it's Ubuntu. Sorry. I think I'll make a search here. Ubuntu font, yes. So search for Ubuntu here, and you just click on a plus symbol. You get a sandwich message. Here, let's click on import. Let me copy the import one. I go to my style sheet and paste it. And I write HTML first. So scroll behavior smooth. And also for the whole body tag, I want to use a font family. Is this one? The whole application is one font family. That is Ubuntu fonts. Fine. So that's a font setup. Close it. Check it out. We got a font. And yeah, let's start with this background image things. So we have taken a class called landing div. Copy this back to here. So dot landing div. Let me write a background. Background white URL dot slash I think images folder slash bg image and no repeats. Scroll center. Okay. Fine. Next, I'll just give some heights, some 100 VH visual heights, and but it's not covered completely, so I can do a background size cover, so it covers the whole thing. Okay, and let's also make yeah. First of all, actually, the now bar is looking black color, the texture. So why it is black color is see. Navbar I have given navbar light. If you give navbar dark, it looks a white color. Okay, fine. And then before we proceed with the landing division, Bastel writes about the navbar. You can write a comment. So navbar I want some font sizes and some padding. So dot navbar. I write some padding, some 25 pixels and 0, not applied. Okay, so more padding I have applied, and let's make some font. Let's add a font size 20 pixels. You get some bigger fonts, and this navbar brand I want even more bigger fonts. So here navbar space dot navbar brand font size 25 pixels, and let's make little font weight bold text. Okay, so fine. And then all the buttons I wanted to be rounded, so let's add that as well. So dot btn, or else the global styles you can add over here. Dot btn, border radius I want 50 pixels. Okay, so it looks rounded. Fine, so this part is finished. So this ultimate vacations has to come in the center of my page. So let's do that part now. So this is actually for landing page. Okay, so landing page, let's do the landing wrapper. Let me give some background color, RGBA, some transparent color, so 000 and 0.5, half transparent, half color, but I want to occupy that for the whole page. Height 100%. Yes, it occupy, and the color it's to be white. So let's put for here color white. Yes, you get the color white, but this has to be center of my page. That you can handle here. So here I can write d flex, the flex box, and the flex column, and I need height 100% and align item center, and also justify content center, and also text center. So it comes to the center of a page. Fine. So up to here is finished. Now next thing is, see, the text is moving around. So what is this concept is actually a carousel. Okay, so instead of h1 we have to write a carousel with some different text. So let's start with a carousel in the place of h1. So back to here, we don't need this. Let's give a class with carousel, and a carousel slide, and there is another class called carousel fade. Yeah, so inside I write a division with a class called carousel inner, and inside you have a carousel item, give the class called carousel item. So inside you're gonna write this h1 tag and all. So let's write h5 with the class called display 4, and I write first one mod, enjoy ultimate vacations with us. Enjoy ultimate vacations with us, but I want with us in the next line, so be tag. So check once. I think it's to be active. Yeah, it's more font size. I'll do one thing. Can I make this as h3? No change. So I'll do one thing. I'll make h1. It's not modifying. We'll do one thing. I'll write copy the h1. I'll go back here. So dot landing wrapper space h1. I read the font size around some 80 pixels. Yes, I got it. And then let's make another one. Make your tour amazing with us. Copy this. No active. Make tours amazing with us. And another one. Feel relaxed in holidays. Okay, so let's check once. but it's not rotating or something because we have not added any carousel jQuery snippet. Let me go to Google, search for a Bootstrap here, Bootstrap, go to the documentation and the components. Here you can go to the carousel, go to the bottom of the carousel. You can find one jQuery snippet. You have to add this one. Copy this back to my end of the page, script, paste. So here I have to write an object. Let's take interval 3000. Okay, so let's check once. Um, after 3 seconds, not working. Let's find out here what went wrong. Everything is fine actually. Carousel slide, carousel fade. Oh, you missed something. Data, data ride, carousel. Right. So this is most important. Now check. Yeah, it's modifying, but I want to have some animations. So here for this heading, I write animation, animated, slide in left, delay, delay 1 second. Next, this one animated. I want it to slide in right. Again, delay for 1 second. This one animated. Slide in down and delay for 1 second. So if you give animation, so let's check. You get from left side, and after 3 seconds you get from right side, and after some second you get some top. Okay, so that's it. I'm not adding any controllers or indicators, so this is enough. And next, so this part is finished, and then we have a search. Okay, so let's start with the search here. In this is again columns layout. So this is three column, two column, and this is also two column. So total is 12 column layout. So let's start the search section here, and below this let's add a comment. So search section. So let's add a section with a class called bg dark text white, and then let's add some p4 or p5, and inside we write container row and call md. Before I write a call md, I write a form first because everything inside a form. I write here call md 3. So first of all we have to make check-in date. So let's write a label. um, Before label, let's do one thing. Let's write division, the class called form group. Inside I write a label with the class called, I think, form check label. So check-in date, let's take input. So type is equal to date, give the class called form control. Okay, so let's check. Got it, but no columns. um, in the row column d3. Let's delete a form for one time being. Yeah, got it. And yeah, copy this, paste it. So now it is checkout date, same story. And then let's make column d2 uh, adults text, not text, is a select box. So let's make a select with a class called form control, and inside you can write an option option, just make 1. Let's make some numbers. So 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So same thing, I need another one for children. Same, and then I need to make another column D2, but I need to have a button. Let's take input type type equal to submit, and the value goes to search, and give the class called btn minus danger. Check it out. Yes, but not in the same row. If you want to make them same row, you can do for the row align item center. It comes in a center of a row. Okay, so we have a search. Okay, so you can have a search of it, and after search, so you have this part. So this is some activities section. Inside we have this is quite simple actually. This is nested columns, nested grid system. So in the row we have half of 6 and 6, and in the 6, first row 2 columns, next row 2 columns. Okay, so instead of the first section. So let's start with this part. um, Below this, add a comment, activities section. So let's add a section with the class called P4, right? P4 BG. I think BG is white. Background is just white, and then one container and one row. Here we have actually column D6, and then second column D6, column D6. So two column D6. In the first column D6, we have one row again column D6 and column D6. So here one row is a nested columns, one row called MD6, and then one more. Okay, I mean these two. And here I have an icon. So let's add an icon. I tag with the class fe minus some game pad, and text is secondary. Let's make fe 2x. And let's check. Not 2x, I think it's fe minus 4x. Okay, below this, activities. So below this, I write h2 activities. I think weight, font weight bold h2, and then some text. Let me copy the same text and paste it over here. So p paste. So you get some text below. So like that, we need travel arrangements. So same thing. I'll just copy the column D6. I'll replace over here. Okay, so you get what? Same thing, but I have to just change the icon. That is FE minus bus alt. So text success, and yeah, so it is gonna be the travel arrangements. So you can make it here. Do one thing, can you make H3 as a little smaller text I want? Yeah, looks good. And then next row we have these two. So same like that. So I'll just copy this row in this column D6 and paste here only. Oh, okay, so you get next row. So here we have a private guide. I think it's a private guide, and icon is FA minus, I think, person booth, and text warning. Check once. Oh, sorry, I have modified some other place. I think you have to make here private guide FA minus person booth and text warning. Okay, next this part, location manager. Location manager, and this is FA minus, I think, some teacher, chalkboard teacher. Okay, and the text primary. Okay, fine, and let's make give some margin top for the row. Let's make m margin top 3. Okay, fine. And the right side you have it's time to start your adventure. This one. So I write here. I write some h5 with a class called display 4, and let's copy this. So it is this one. And below this, let's check once. Yeah, I got it. And below this come some two paragraphs. So let's write p lorem 30 tab. Other one lorem 50 tab. So you get fine. And then next you have a button with the class called btn minus danger. So we have a text called search destination. Not search, let's take read more. Read more destination, and let's keep it at the center of a row. That you can do for the whole row. You can make here align items center, so it will be center of a row. Okay, fine. And let's also make little padding for this part. That is sorry, I made it here. I have to make it at the top. Correct. Yes, now happy. Let's make some padding for this. That's a row. Let's add some p3 around. Let's add some padding. Yes, looks good. Fine. So enough with this part, and then we'll continue this part in the next video. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this, and we'll meet in the next video for this section. So thank you.